What's up, Eagles Nation? You're now listening to the Bird Gang Media Podcast with your host, Pablo Gary, the #1 Eagles fan from the DMV.
Eagles Nation, what's going on? This is your #1 Eagles fan from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and this is Fruit Punch. I said Fruit Punch. This is Fruit Punch in a glass. So, tonight, I wanted to talk to you guys about this man right here, Jalen Hurts, right? He is the topic of discussion because a lot of people give Howie Roseman a lot of flack, which is obviously well-deserving considering his mishaps in the draft, mismanagement with money, and all of that good stuff. But the one thing I feel like Howie Roseman got right, that was selecting Jalen Hurts with the 2nd overall pick in last year's draft. This kid, Jalen Hurts, he goes by what he calls rare breed, right? That's like his hashtag, his tagline, rare breed. And I must admit, he lives by this, right? Like, this is something that he really lives by. We're in a time with social media and so much access to the players that we love. And we get a chance to see their daily lives, to see their daily habits, their routines, what they do, training, and just sitting back as a fan and watching Jalen Hurts, how he handled the whole Carson Wentz project, how he did not run away from competition, how he welcomed competition with open arms, how when he got his opportunity, he went in, was able to get a huge win over a red hot smoking New Orleans Saints defense, who I believe ranked, I think, top 5 at the time, maybe even top 1 at the time in defense. To have the respect of a former Eagle leader, Malcolm Jenkins, come up to you, not after the game, not to exchange jerseys, but to exchange respect with you, to tell you that he understands that the city can be a little crazy, but he believes that you are the man for the job. That is rare breed, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that we haven't seen here, right? That's something that we don't know what it looks like. And what I notice is sometimes greatness walks right by us. We don't even see it. Greatness is right in front of our face, yet we don't see it. We overlook it. We all have pulled a Howie Roseman at one point. I want to know who was that scout when Tom Brady was selected in the 6th round, who was telling everybody this kid can be the next Joe Montana, the next Dan Marino. This kid is legit, but nobody really paid attention. I say all that to say, I believe Jalen Hurts is in that category. Now, am I being naive and sitting here telling you that Jalen Hurts is the next Tom Brady, that he's going to bring Philadelphia 7 more titles? Of course not. What I am saying is, and suggesting is, let us as fans not be so fanatic and naive to understand what greatness looks like. What Jalen Hurts is doing right now is greatness. How he's going about his business, make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, It's greatness. And this kid, I'm all over his social media, and all I see is this kid promoting everybody else but himself. You may see some videos of him doing some sponsorships, but for the most part, you see someone who's putting his team on his platform, putting guys on his platform. When the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts, I was on his social media, and every draft pick that the Philadelphia Eagles made, I just spilled some of this. I'm sorry, Jalen. This is fruit punch again. I do not drink. Every draft pick that the Eagles made, he either shared their page on his page, or he had some kind of message like welcome to the team or something like that. But it just shows you how much of a team guy he is. And that's what the Eagles need right now. We don't need our quarterback to be up here and everybody else down here. That's not what we need. We've come out of that season. We've come from someone in Carson Wentz who was just given the keys, who was given the franchise. Doug, Howie, and Jeffrey hop on a private jet to North Dakota State to wine and dine him, take him on a date, and just give him the keys. Carson Wentz, ladies and gentlemen, if we can be honest here, if we could put emotions aside, if we could put feelings aside, if we could put attachments aside, Carson Wentz never had to work for anything in Philadelphia. I got news for you. That's not our DNA. Our DNA is going with a true freshman at 19 and Jalen Hurts, who played for Oklahoma, plays for Alabama, starts off doing a heck of a job, right? Gets benched for another hot QB, comes back in and does what he needs to do so his team can get a win. That's somebody that had to work for something. Then transfers to Oklahoma, and all he does is throw for over 4,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, less than 10 interceptions, with I think about 1,200 rushing yards. Insane, right? What I'm saying is, let's not allow Howie Roseman to blind our vision with who Jalen Hurts really is. This kid is special. Period. You can take it to the bank. Jalen Hurts is a special kid. He's a special kid. And I'm glad that this may be the best pick that Howie Roseman has ever made. I think Jalen Hurts is that darn good. I really do. I really think the kid is special. He has special intangibles. He understands how to make it about everyone else. He understands how to take accountability. He understands how to be coachable. He understands how to build relationships. The first thing he says in the offseason is not, I want to, get the fans to come support my audience of one annual baseball competition or anything about thy kingdom come like Carson Wentz would do. What he's saying is, I want to go to Texas right now and I want to work out with my young wide receivers, my young core wide receivers, so that we can start our chemistry, our formula, and start to get on the same page. That, ladies and gentlemen, is rare breed. And as a fan, I don't know, man. Coming up, I came up on Donovan McNabb and guys like that. And my next comment is not to make this about race, but I have to tell the truth. And the truth is this. The Philadelphia Eagles have to remain a team that has a black quarterback at the top of the franchise. We see time and time again, guys, they just can't handle it. They're fragile. They're not mentally tough. They can't take the media. They can't take the criticism. And what I've notice is that quarterbacks of color have a higher success rate in Philadelphia than their white counterparts, period. Let's take Donovan McNabb. The Eagles fan base at that particular time, they didn't wait for him to come to NovaCare Complex or his first game in Lincoln Financial Field. They booed Donovan McNabb on the stage, right? They booed him. Boo, you stink, McNabb. You suck. All of those things. And all he does is take the Eagles to 5 NFC championships and a Super Bowl. Right? Michael Vick. The world is tearing you apart. Rightfully so. Some may argue, some may say no. 2 years out of prison. The only team in the NFL to give you a shot is the Philadelphia Eagles. Every day you walk into the NovaCare Complex, you see signs. Dog murderer! You killer! You stink! I hate you! I'm gonna give up my season tickets, Jeffrey Lurie, if you sign this sucker. Imagine having to face that, still going in and producing and playing. That's what Michael Vick did. Michael Vick had a hell of a run with the Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, now I look back at it, I'm like, man, I don't know if I really appreciated Michael Vick or Donovan McNabb. So what I'm saying is we have to refrain from guys who are not mentally weak. Maybe not just saying have black quarterbacks only. But if you choose to go that route, we gotta make sure these guys are mentally tough. Because if you give Carson Wentz $128 million and he can't focus, he can't block out the noise that's going on behind him. Now, I get the statue, right? I get the Nick Foles praise. I get the Nick Foles narrative. I get all of that. But you get $100 million guaranteed and you can't come to work and produce? That's a mental illness. That's a mental illness issue. So back to Jalen Hurts. The kid understands how to be a team player. He understands how to be a leader. Oftentimes we don't talk about the impact black, or I would say AOC's, athletes of color, the impact of having their father in their life. And for most black men, and it's changing now because I'm a father, soon to be dad, and I'm gonna be in my kid's life no matter what. It's nothing that my son could ever do, right? To ever, there's nothing that he could ever do that I would do to like abandon him or reject him, period. It's just not gonna happen. But I think we don't talk about it enough in media about, you know, the presence of his father and what that meant and what it means to have a father in your life. And it's because of his father that he has his leadership abilities. It's because of his mother. It's because of his brother. It's because of his family dynamic that I think he will have success. And I think he is the future of the Philadelphia Eagles, period. Sucks how it ended with Carson Wentz, but, you know, the Eagles got what we want out of it, right? And that was a Super Bowl. You know, we got what we wanted. The Eagles got a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz got the Indianapolis Colts. And everybody lives happily ever after. You know, Doug Peterson's no longer the coach. I'm hoping that Nick Sirianni is definitely going to be all that Jeffrey Lurie sees him to be, whatever characteristics, traits, patterns, habits qualities he feels that he has. I'm hoping that really helps Jalen Hurts. One of the signings that I really like for the Jalen Hurts pick, we're still sipping on that fruit punch. One of the signings that I like for Jalen Hurts is hiring the quarterback coach who was either offensive coordinator or quarterbacks coach for Florida, Brian Johnson. He's already working with the quarterback guru that is Quincy Avery, who works with guys like Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, guys like that of the upper echelon quarterbacks of color in the league. And him getting that kind of coaching in the offseason and then bringing in Brian Johnson, who knows Jalen Hurts on a personal level, has known him since the age of 4, actually scouted him to come, recruited him rather to Mississippi State. He ended up with Dak Prescott, and you see the level of success that Dak Prescott has had. And just really quick, I want to throw this out there. I'll say this for the record. I always used to lie to myself and say that Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. But the truth of the matter is, Dak Prescott was light years ahead of Carson Wentz. I'll just put that out there. As an Eagle fan, I'm saying it. Dak Prescott, and I'm not just saying that because Carson Wentz is no longer Eagles fan. It was truly something that I felt in my heart, but I just wasn't man enough to put it on camera. Because the Eagles, we got codes, man. It's things you don't say. But, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like now I could put that out there. I think Dak Prescott and really from a talent perspective, I feel like they're neck and neck. But I feel like Dak Prescott's intangibles, here we go again with the intangibles. His intangibles, his leadership, he just didn't come off like cocky. He just came off like he was super comfortable in himself. So I don't even know, was Dak Prescott a 2nd round pick or a 4th round pick? And I know this is Eagles football, everything Eagle, but I just kind of was curious. It's very interesting, but I don't know, Eagles Nation. We're moving on here. We already signed the divorce papers. Carson Wentz is a cult. Jalen Hurts is the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. All I'm gonna say is he's someone that I think you should be excited about. I think you should be excited about Jalen Hurts. Let's give him an opportunity. Let's give him a clean slate. I like to say that this is still his rookie year, just because I can't judge a guy off 4 games and say it's his rookie year. But there was a lot of good tape out there that I liked from Jalen Hurts. The scamper run into the end zone, the 15-yard scamper run, trucking Buda Baker, diving into the end zone, stretching his arm out, getting across the pylon. I love that play. His first touchdown ever to Greg Ward, I think it was 4th and 19 against the Green Bay Packers. I love that play. How he played against the New Orleans Saints, his first win as a rookie against a red-hot Saints. I love all of those plays. You give this kid an offseason. You give this kid an actual program where guys are not working out virtually. This kid is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to see him play in person. Hopefully the vaccine continues to get distributed. Hopefully you and your family has it coming on the way. And we all can get to where we need to get to as a society, so we can get back to some form of normalcy, so we can see Jalen Hurts play in the game. That's what I want to go to. I live 2 minutes from the Redskins, football team stadium. 2 minutes. Oh man, how I would love to see Jalen Hurts. And then some guys, they just feed off the fans. So imagine when he hasn't even played in front of anybody yet. Woo! So Jalen Hurts is the future. we're still drinking on this fruit punch because I don't drink. And I do apologize for not being as consistent as I possibly can. You guys know I pride myself on trying to be consistent, uploading content. Right now, I'm going through the process, the hiring process rather, for 2 law enforcement departments in my local area. So if you guys can please pray for me as I'm going through it. Much like Jalen Hurts, I want to make an impact in the community. Being in the foster care system has shaped me into a person that has built determination, resilience, leadership. I just really want to go down as someone who made a difference. You know, I'm newly married, newlywed. I have a son on the way. 20 years, 30 years down the road. I hope the Eagles win 30 Super Bowls and I can, you know, grow old in honor, you know, knowing that I've given my all to my community. So if I'm not uploading like that, I'm probably studying for an oral board interview, trying to put myself in the best position so that these decision makers can really look at me as somebody that can really wear the badge correctly. So thank you all for being with me tonight. Whoever you are, wherever you are, know that you are loved, know that God loves you. And whatever it is that you want to do in life, just go after it. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, just go after it. And drink fruit punch. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Bird Gang Media Podcast with Pablo Gary. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.